Hello viewers, in Fence and Defense Updates, we will share with you the latest update regarding the Pakistani Air Force's move to destroy the future of the Rafale fighter jet. In 2026, there is news of Pakistan inducting more advanced systems from China. This video will also include news about defense cooperation between Malaysia and Turkey, as well as other important international defense updates including Germany. So let's start. Friends, according to Russian and other media sources, Indonesia is reconsidering the acquisition of 42 Rafale fighter jets. It should be noted that not long ago, Indonesia had signed agreements to acquire a total of 42 Rafale fighter jets from France at a cost of $8.1 billion. Taking into account the recent performance of the Rafale fighter jet currently in use by India during the recent tensions with Pakistan, Indonesia is now reconsidering this massive acquisition. It is worth noting that during the recent tensions with India, the Pakistan Air Force has claimed to have shot down a total of 3 Rafale fighter jets. Some of these claims have even been investigated and partially confirmed by Western media sources and the United States. Meanwhile, it is alleged that the wreckage of 2 Rafale fighter jets was also found near Indian-occupied Kashmir and the city of Bathinda in Punjab. So we can say that during the nearly 1-hour-long air battle with the Indian Air Force, the Pakistan Air Force almost completely destroyed the Rafale fighter jets. The Pakistan Air Force, using its J-10C fighter aircraft, shot down the Rafale fighter jet with a PL-15 long-range air-to-air missile at a time when it was flying within Indian airspace. After this aerial warfare, various defense analysts are raising questions about the Rafale fighter jet's defensive aid systems, its highly recognized electronic warfare and electronic jamming equipment, and their capabilities. On the other hand, the capabilities of the Indian Air Force and its pilots are also being criticized. However, the loss of 3 fighter aircraft in such a battle, especially when the fighter jets were flying within their own territory, is undoubtedly a major setback not only for the Indian Air Force but also for Dassault Aviation, the French company that manufactures the Rafale. According to Indian media sources, it has been confirmed that China is now ready to speed up deliveries of the J-35A stealth aircraft to the Pakistan Air Force. According to media reports, China has agreed to speed up deliveries of the J-35A to Pakistan primarily because of the Pakistan Air Force's successful utilization and combat-proven performance of Chinese-made weapons, as well as the increasing international demand. It has been stated that the media is speculating that the initial batch of J-35s is expected to be delivered to the Pakistan Air Force in August 2025. However, according to our understanding, the initial delivery of the J-35A to the Pakistan Air Force could begin either at the end of this year or early next year. It should be noted that along with the acquisition of the J-35A stealth aircraft by the Pakistan Air Force, there are also expectations for the acquisition of the PL-30 extra long-range air-to-air missiles, which can intercept various types of aerial threats at even greater distances than the PL-15. According to reports, the J-35A stealth aircraft with its folded wings can carry a total of 6 PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles in its internal weapon bay. However, in the case of the PL-30, 4 such extra long-range air-to-air missiles can be housed in the internal weapon bay of the J-35A stealth aircraft. During the defense exhibition held in Malaysia, the Turkish company Aselsan signed a collaboration agreement with the Malaysian company Sapura. According to a press release issued by Aselsan, under this agreement, both companies will jointly develop critical communication technologies and other systems for Malaysia. It is worth noting that Aselsan has the distinction of manufacturing various types of systems including radars, electronic warfare equipment and guidance kits, as well as communications and radar systems for aircraft and ships. Germany has announced that it will acquire British Stingray torpedoes for its Navy's P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft. Germany's acquisition of these torpedoes is primarily part of a joint procurement program under which the UK is also acquiring Stingray torpedoes for its maritime patrol aircraft. In addition, both countries have also decided to develop and procure long-range strike weapons, and according to the information so far, both countries will jointly develop a long-range strike weapon with a range of 2,000 kilometers, which will then be formally inducted. It is worth noting that the P-8 is essentially a maritime patrol aircraft developed by the American company Boeing which is used in large numbers not only by America but also by many of its European allies as well as India. During the defense exhibition Lima 2025 held in Malaysia, various types of weapons and systems have been presented by Chinese companies for export customers at this defense exhibition. At this defense exhibition, in particular, the export versions of China's J-10C fighter aircraft and J-35A have been showcased with scale models for export. Following the successful first combat use of the Chinese-made weapons by the Pakistan Air Force, especially the J-10CE, and its subsequent successes, many export customers have now shown special interest in these aircraft. It is worth mentioning here that China has previously presented various types of its weapons and systems for export customers at different defense exhibitions. However, in light of the first combat use and success of Chinese made weapons, many countries are now showing interest in acquiring Chinese made weapons, and it is possible that in the near future, not only the air forces of this region but also countries from other continents may acquire Chinese made weapons. Freedoms. China's under development J-21 heavy attack helicopter has once again been seen conducting flight tests in China. It should be noted that China is primarily developing its J-21 heavy attack helicopter as a counterpart to the American Apache helicopter, and for some time now, there has been no significant information available regarding its development and testing. However, according to recent reports, this helicopter has been seen conducting test flights, which possibly indicates progress in the development of this heavy helicopter. China's aviation industry, which specifically works on the design and development of helicopters, has introduced various types of utility and passenger helicopters in recent times. Notable among these are the Z-8, Z-8L, and Z-20, as well as the Z-10 attack helicopter, and now the heavy attack helicopter known as the Z-21. In the near future, China will also offer this heavy class attack helicopter to export customers. According to unconfirmed media reports, Pakistan will formally induct 4 different types of advanced systems from China into its armed forces by the middle of next year. First among these is the J-35A, which is said to be formally inducted into the Pakistan Air Force fleet by the middle of next year, while its delivery to the Pakistan Air Force will take place in phased batches. Similarly, there are reports of the acquisition of PL-30 extra long-range missiles along with the J-35A and their use with the J-35. These missiles can intercept various types of aerial threats at a range of more than 4 kilometers, which is greater than the Mark IV. Along with this, the third weapon mentioned is the KG-500, which can detect and track various types of airborne and surface targets at long range. The range of the KG-500 is also said to be approximately 500 kilometers. Similarly, there are also reports about the Chinese-made Hurricane 1000 drone destroyer, which is a high-power microwave weapon system. It can intercept various types of incoming and low-flying objects at a range of more than 3 kilometers using its microwave energy pulses. Although there are possibilities that the J-35A and along with it the PL-30 may start to be inducted into the Pakistan Air Force by the middle of next year, it is still too early to say anything definite about the induction of the KG-500 and the Chinese-made high-power microwave weapon systems. It should be noted that this news has not come from any official source, and so far it has not been independently verified. According to Indian media sources, a local company will deliver another 100 units of 9 Vajra self-propelled howitzer heads to the Indian Army in the coming period. It should be noted that these Korean-made self-propelled howitzer heads are being produced locally in India with Korean Corporation under a transfer of technology agreement, and another 100 units from this series will be delivered to the Indian Army by the end of this year. Earlier, the initial batch of 109 self-propelled howitzer heads from this series was delivered to the Indian Army between 2018 and 2021. After that, the Indian Army awarded a contract worth an additional $890 million for the acquisition of these howitzers in 2024. These howitzers, with a range of 40 kilometers, are capable of firing artillery rounds, and they provide enhanced mobility, firepower, and improved survivability. Friends, these were today's defense updates. I hope this video has increased your knowledge. See you in the next video. Remember me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz. Long live Pakistan.